Welcome back. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Maria Bartiromo, and it is Tuesday, November 26th. Your top stories right now, 7:32 a.m. on the East Coast. Markets are pushing toward another record high this morning. Take a look at where we stand. Dow futures now up 14 points. S&P 500 exactly where it closed yesterday, and the Nasdaq up 2.5. This is all uncharted territory. We are going to see another record high right out of the gate this morning after another record day on Wall Street yesterday. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 closed at fresh all-time highs yesterday, with a big gain of 190 points on the Dow and 112 points higher on the Nasdaq. New high, 86.32 on the Nasdaq, and that is the Dow is the 13th record close of the year. Global markets this morning are mixed. Take a look at the FT 100, it's up 6.5. The CAC 40 in Paris is down 1, and the DAX index in Germany is lower by 18. In Asia overnight, markets were mixed there as well. Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam says that she wants everybody to go back to normal life following the historic election and 6 months of protests. Lam also said that violent protests will not give Hong Kong a way forward. We have breaking news right now on Abercrombie & Fitch. Let's get right to Lauren Simonetti with the numbers. Lauren.
All right, stock down right now, Maria. A double miss. Earnings per share, 23 cents. Misses by a penny. Stock just turned higher. I just want to point out that revenue did miss also. It came in at $863.5 million. Let's flip the screen and take a look at Dick's Sporting Goods, because this stock is soaring right now in the pre-market. It was a double beat, 52 cents a share. The estimate was 38 cents, so that's a big beat. Stock up 8%. $1.96 billion in the quarter, also better than expected. They raised their full-year guidance. Their same-store sales grew 6%. They're doing well with the premium brands, whether it's the Nike exclusive sneakers or the Yeezy line. So Dick's is certainly a winner today. And Dollar Tree, this is a mixed report. Revenue better than expected at $5.75 billion, slightly better than expected. But they had a miss on the bottom line at $1.08 a share versus $1.13. Investors not liking that this morning. Stock down 3 1/3%. Maria, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much. We will watch retail this morning. Our top story, pardon me. Our top story this half an hour is merger mania. $70 billion worth of deals announced around the world yesterday alone, including one in the second-hand ticket market. eBay sold StubHub to Viagogo for $4.05 billion. When the deal was first reported, I was speaking with Carlyle Group co-founder and co-executive chairman David Rubenstein about it, who's an investor. Watch this.
I should disclose that I am a personal investor in Viagogo, so I am familiar with this transaction, and I suspect it probably will go forward. eBay has been under some challenge, and there have been activists in the stock, and they have suggested that StubHub be sold, and I suspect that's probably what's going to happen. It hasn't been formally announced, I guess, yet, but I suspect that's what is going to happen. I think an auction has been run, and I suspect some deal will get done.
Well, it was announced, and joining us right now is the founder and CEO of Viagogo, Eric Baker. Eric, it's great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Why was StubHub so important and valuable to you?
Well, we're in the live events business, and so we're trying to run a global platform. The vision that we have is that consumers are going to want to buy any ticket for any event anywhere in the world in their language, their currency. So Viagogo, really outside the United States, has great distribution. StubHub's an iconic brand in the United States. It made a lot of sense to us.
It's interesting because right now, whether it's media like television, it's all about live. And, you know, you could watch streaming. That's one area of entertainment that's doing very well. But the other area is live. So the live events is something that will command a premium for you, right?
Oh, no question. I mean, what's amazing is even with all the advent of technology and the different things going on, nothing will replace that experience of being at a concert, being at a festival, being at a sporting event, and that emotional connection. And that's why it is extremely valuable to be in a space with that type of growth.
Scott.
So, Eric, there's some other names out there that I use sometimes if I'm looking to hook up tickets, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek. Are those guys competition to you, or who's the biggest competitor now for you guys?
Well, we're really, I mean, obviously, look, you're always, anytime that you're in a marketplace business, you got to compete every day to give consumers and fans the best experience so that they can have a seamless, frictionless experience to get what they want. I think the key thing that we see is just the shift has actually been away from a traditional sort of experience back when people had to go to the box office,
or go
just
right
with
to the venue,
Ticketmaster, go right to the venue. But now the ease and convenience that a StubHub provides is really at a premium.
You founded the company. You haven't been there in 12 years?
Yeah,
right?
something like that. It's been a while.
What does it look like now that you're acquiring it? How would you? Where is it? Are you happy? Clearly, you're happy enough to want to take it on, but what needs fixing since you've been gone 12 years?
It's such an important point that Dagan makes, because you founded StubHub, but you left before it was sold to eBay.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting story. If it had been up to me, I never would have sold in the first place. Probably would have saved me a little bit of money and rebuying it. But then again, we are in the resale market. But I think, in all seriousness, it's really been phenomenal the way eBay has grown it. You know, a lot of credit to them. We obviously believe they've built one of the iconic brands, not just in ticketing, but I think in the consumer internet. And so, you know, if it's not broke, you don't have to fix it. I just think this is really about the ability of bringing two complementary assets together to get phenomenal global distribution.
And how much of sales in the future do you see overseas versus U.S.?
Well, I think the sky's the limit. So obviously StubHub today, I think, which people know, is about $5 billion of gross merchandise sales, and that's predominantly all in the U.S. Our business is billions of dollars of sales globally. I think that's just going to continue to grow. The nature of live events is that now everywhere in the world, it's really an uptick as people get disposable income. They want to go to concerts. They want to go to sporting events. Actually, we hope that eventually, if they get to Mars, we look forward to selling tickets there.
Eric, what I find frustrating about live entertainment that you need to push those experiences at me in order for me to buy and want to attend in the same way that any other kind of retail company would, whether it's shoes, women's clothing, and the like. What are you doing on that note to pull more people in by saying you like this, and still respect people's privacy?
Yeah, no, I think a couple of things there. I think one is, as you point out, with technology, we should be able to get you what you want when you want it. So I think in live events, one of the shortcomings has been actually you want to go, you just didn't know that it was going on. You didn't know how to get a ticket.
Yeah, tell me where I need to be rather than make me go hunt for it.
That's right. And I think the great thing about the passion of live events and that product, as opposed to some other products, is oftentimes you've got people using technology to tell you about something that you don't want, know you want, have no idea what it is. You know, here people are like their favorite artist is in town, they want to go to an event, and the reason they miss it is actually because they haven't been informed about it. And so we think there's huge opportunity in that.
So how do you expand it? Are there areas that are not, live that you could actually tap into, that you could expand the business of StubHub?
Well, I think it's exciting because if you think about the passion and the affinity that people have in sports entertainment, there are tons of different things that sort of fall out of that, whether it's merchandise, whether it's people going to dine before the game, or transportation, these types of things. And so, again, the sky's the limit.
That's terrific. Interesting, though, that you had to buy it back, $4.05 billion deal. Not good.
Well, it all worked out in the end, Maria. So as long as you get to the end of the movie and you have a happy ending, it's okay.
That's terrific. Eric, it's good to have you. Congrats to you. Eric Baker joining us there.